You know what? Don't really care about making a too professional of a video, obviously, but 240 and Suzuki right now. So I think last time, I haven't even shown this car on the channel yet. Wonderful. That's gonna start a house fire. Haven't really shown this car on the channel yet, but this is my actual pride and joy, the 91 240SX. It's a dual cam stock. It was turbo at one point. It's not anymore. Have some things I got to work through it, but the most recent thing I did was I picked this hood up in Missouri not too long ago. There's some dirt. But I picked this hood up in Missouri, so that's what I had refinished pretty recently. Turned out really good. It's not a perfect hood, but we need to get hood mounts, or hood pins rather, and then I want to get the washer nozzles back in there for the windshield wipers. Then obviously I bumped into the front up here, so I got to remount that. Not a big deal. And then I have another Corvo FX1 that's been sitting there. It's an exact match to my driver's seat, which will go on the passenger side. I've never had two identical sizes, so finally gonna get that fixed, so that'll be good. And then after I get that kind of taken care of, I plan on doing my S15 Spec R limited slip differential swap and maybe a 4.6 pinion, ring and pinion, but we'll see how it drives with just the limited slip. If it drives nice, same gear ratio, I'll keep it. If I want to be a little bit more aggressive, I might swap it out for fun. But yeah, only other thing that's really gone on with the 240 is the main fuse blew. I accidentally swapped the terminals on the battery somehow. Riddle me that one. But completely botched that. Let's use a better word instead of the F-bomb. But replace this. That's all I needed. So yeah, 240 is doing good. Just got to keep making some progress. But she's pretty. She's working. That's all I care about. Suzuki. Yeah, it looks completely different from the last time it was on the channel. Has a hard top that I picked up from Chicago, drove there and back in a single day. That was gnarly, so picked that up. I don't know what brand it is. It's not the greatest, but it works. And then rally tops. The only nice piece on this vehicle is this rally tops hard top. Bought that, so we're actually able to leave the car in inclement weather, if you will. The wrap is not complete yet. Please don't stress. But yeah, looks good. I would say the hard top at least is all figured out. Just did an oil change on it. Fun fact, the oil filter for this Suzuki is the same one that goes on my LS430. So if you have both of these cars, an 8-valve Suzuki and an LS430, they both take this MicroGuard filter. So pretty good. They usually run deals on this at O'Reilly's, so that's why I get them. And they're not frames. Not the best thing in the world, but they're not horrible. So, but yeah, got the oil changed. New O2 sensor, new exhaust manifold, complete new exhaust front to back. As you can see, we did the wrap. Wrap was $150. There are mistakes. As you can tell, there's mistakes there. Still working out some bubbles that are re-showing. As you can see, there's some patchwork that we don't care, dude. It's $150. The paint's already botched on this entire car. Replaced the quarter panel that was completely rusted out. Didn't spend too much time figuring out the Bondo situation. As you can see, it's a little bit wavy. This car is not meant to be 110%. We're just getting by. Eventually, my goal is to reshell this car to something that's rust free. But yeah, so did the wrap, repainted the rear bumper. So there are white marks all around. As you can see, I've got some 2K clear in some areas. So a little bit too nice of a clear coat on some parts of the bumper, but hey, looks really good. Can't really complain there. Also painted this down here, the tow hook. And then I ripped out a ton of random wiring that was in this car. So the car just had a bunch of wiring underneath the dashboard and a bunch of random buttons that didn't really work. As you can see, oh geez, I don't know if you can see. Here, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit and turn on the, yeah, whatever. It had a bunch of wiring just laying down underneath here. I think that's the security system. Just dangling. I don't know, you can't really see it. I'll probably put a picture in the video, otherwise you'll see what I mean. But replaced ripped out a bunch of that wiring. So got that kind of handled. Oh gosh. Got that kind of handled. Have been starting to clean up the engine bay a bit. But yeah, this is the kind of wiring I'm talking about that I've been slowly ripping out. But yeah, as you can see, new manifold, new exhaust sensor. I'm gonna do new motor mounts because it shakes profusely at idle. And the car is in time. I've checked the engine with the timing gun and it runs great. So I'm not too worried there. There is a hot start issue. When it gets really hot, you have to give it a bunch of throttle. So that's typically like an idle air control valve, or it is out of time. There's a couple other issues that it could be, but yeah, so that's the Suzuki so far. One other thing on this car is that we've redone the wiring for the this panel here. It was botched and it was cutting in and out on the radio. And we've got a carbon monoxide detector. It won't turn on with just this switch. It turns on an accessory. That's the original cigarette port. But it's just to make sure that Lizzie can drive this and know if she's safe or not. Last thing I want her to feel is unsafe in this. So that's kind of what the Suzuki looks like right now. 240 is good. LS430, you don't really have a lot of updates here, but we've got some fiberglass Bondo on the front lip. The front lip is absolutely mashed, dude. So threw some Bondo on there. Might actually go back and throw a little bit more. And then I'm gonna sand it all down, probably have someone repaint it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna paint it at home because it'll be cheaper and it's gonna get banged up anyways. And then I gotta restore the passenger headlight and do an oil change. And then there's a rotational issue. I don't know what it is. I'm thinking maybe rear wheel bearings. But the front wheel bearings are good. Replace those. Just got to get that figured out. Other than that, the LS is doing good. So yeah, that's kind of an update for you guys. Have not posted really at all. Don't really care to make this too crazy. So